Hello, my name is Carlos Entrosa. The call was supposed to be given by my colleague. No, but unfortunately, he wasn't. Today, I'm going to be talking about library in Java. So we have developed to perform something called an expansion in Java. Okay. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. First, I'm going to be giving an introduction or motivation. Then I'm going to explain what the expansion is. Then we need to guide the procedure and some conclusion. Continuous symmetries can be expressed by means of field. So, have a relation between a link. The question was that the data in 1951 takes the special relativity and makes real life those three phases of determining mechanics. And each of these theories have a symmetry. The relativity is the quantary group. Yeah. The total for a theory has a similar form. So the answer is yes. There is such a way to relate the two. The first one was given by the construction of the I'm showing the construction to go from so we choose the quantary group. So what we do here, we scale some of the generators of the algebra and then see how the bracket goes and take a limit for the new algebra if it's possible and take a limit with R goes to infinity, so the bracket will seal so the generators are now communicated. And that's the control here. Oh. A brief history of this goes like this. First, had the Merino contraction, and then we got generalized. But those are both by the spelling of the variables of the algebra. Then in 2003, there came the expansion that was developed by ACAT, and that's parallel. One operates, it does not operate directly on the generated but molecular transforms of the group and contains the unilateral contraction and the generated. So my colleagues in Chile developed another method where we use any group to expand a algebra. One is shown to be able to reproduce all the results of the other. So working with it. How does the expansion method work? Or sort of like a coding method. Then you take some steps and take them. First, you're going to need, of course, a algebra. Take the algebra provided with, of course, a lead product. Structure constant that you can call the information of the, and you can finite a value in some group with some composition. Also, we're going to be encoding the information about this classification. So we're going to and now the steps. First, take the tensor product of all the elements of the semigroup to the generators of the and in the paper they show that this turns out to be a nearly algebra where this is the new structure now. And there's a visual representation. We take all the elements. Then suppose that the algebra has a particular decomposition in subsets, number of subsets, that is the red sum of some subsets, and that the semigroup also has a decomposition. In particular, this subset decomposition has some structure regarding the product, and the semigroup has the same structure regarding the sum multiplication. Kind of hard to explain like this, but I will give you an example of how those work. And then you perform the following construction, where you multiply only the elements of one part of the semigroup with the elements of the only part of the algebra, and you get a new algebra that has less generators than the original. Also. And now we suppose that the semigroup also has 0 elements. That means that when you compose this element with any element of the semigroup, you get the same element. Now it works like a 0 element multiplication. It's known that we can take out all the generators that have this element. Okay, that will be so. So first you, as a summary, you get an expanded algebra, that's this one. Then you find the resonance of algebra, that's this one, and then you can perform a reduction. All these three are expanded algebra. So now I'm going to be showing how this contains the unitary Taylor construction. And in the same case I showed earlier. This all can be obtained by a particular family of semigroups that are denoted this way. Over defined like a semigroup with n plus 1 element. Identity element and but condition zero with composition law. Alpha and beta. You get measurement alpha plus beta. Alpha and beta are less than n plus 1, and the last element is they are big. The last element has this decomposition. It has this take an element from 0, but times an element 0, you go to 0, they are 0, 1, 1, and 1, 1, 2. That's the structure of the decomposition. We covered in analytical construction, we are going to take one particular semigroup of this family, the one denoted by 1. And so we start from SO32 that has this structure, where in true we take only the elements of the rotation and the translation on the V1. Notice by the lead product that has the structure of any semigroup. 1 goes 1, 1 goes 2. And the semigroup is 1 is this one. And perform the procedure I gave before. So you are going to get generators for the new algebra. They are going to be denoted by JAP and 2 times and PA lambda 1 times PA with that. And you get the reduced algebra is going to take out all the elements that all the generators that have lambda 2. And the resonance are going to be taken out. And these are the bracket equivalents. As you can see. why are we computers? Well, it's simple, because we're to reproduce your results, we only had to use one particular family of semigroups. But that's not the only semigroup there are. In fact, there are plenty of them. So I introduce this question that eventually algebra can they be related and this evaluated, we have to go all the semigroups that there is. The number of semigroups that exist in the different orders is not that problem. As a matter of fact, we only have the multiplication tables for semigroups up to order 6. From then on, mathematicians have only been able to find the number of tables. And the last result was all of those we can do. And well, I here show a list of the multiplication tables for all the semigroups of the program that are also available. 18, and so we have only 12 because are also communicated. And then some conclusions for the first part. We were able to implement computer programs in the form of the Java library to perform this expansion of the algebra with any semigroup up to order 6. Why up to order 6? Because that order we have to do. Methods allow us to find isomorphism between any given first of semigroups, identify all the semigroups with a zero element, study all resonant computation of any semigroup, to represent any semigroup and the algebra by means of the respective selectors and subsequent, and to perform all possible expansion. The resonance of algebra reduce of a given Lie algebra, and also, and this is very interesting, to study further conditions for some problems. Sometimes we will want to obtain some particular algebra or some particular symmetry from some semigroup. And we can do that. And the next of the library and some example related.
Talk about application.
Next call, then I'm going to go in a post. Thank you. I don't know what it is. So, one of the applications we have is finding the two with the algebra. So we can go from one symmetry to another. Or will be so I'm going to be showing a little bit about the library we have with us. Well, as a preliminary step, we needed the multiplication tables. So to get those, we used a Python program given by Hildebrand. Nice paper here. In that paper, it was supposed that the program should work up to order 8. But we were only able to make it work up to order 6. But we wanted to order 7. From the multiplication table, but what is in 35. Make it be what say. It's going from 5 to 6. example. For any equal to, those are all the multiplications for the correct and etc. Also, to use some libraries, we package Java, linear algebra calculator. Download it, a very nice package. So, we have a data page, and choose the files. First, data will contain the files that have the multiplication template of the local shape and the actual library. It also gives some examples. These are programs we use for some articles. But there are some other examples of the template. The full implementation of this library is available at and well, let's say, and we have examples of this from a brief description of the library. It contains some classes. First, it has a semi-group class that, well, that's the one that allows the calculation. Identify here the elements with numbers 1 through n. That's how it works. Then we had to build a particular set. We don't use Java default because it's for purpose. So we have to build a new one. And then we have a selector, and then we have a structure cancel. Then we have some child classes for them to have penalty for the different entities. Now I'm going to be talking about the algorithm defined to algebra later. So the first thing we do to find out is to the algebra and take the original algebra we want and perform a general expansion with to an unknown and root big and and then we related the dimensions of the two algebras we want to connect. And in those conditions, if we want, like a particular resonance entity. And then we extract information from the new bracket of the standard expansion, a new subsequence, and this information about how the new of the but it doesn't give you completely. Not going to because of this part. So filling the blanks is not have to fill it in a way that the table can see. Well, and so we have a number of possible ways to fill anything. In this reference, some colleagues ask if the algorithm created by an expansion by some semi-group which one? They can be active. And they found that it was possible for type 1, type 2, type 1. But when they did that, they at some point had this data. So they were able to fill all these spots in the from the specific or from the general expansion. They had to fill all the other spots by hand. A long while to do it. In our library, we have one method in particular that's called field template. We did this template. with blanks. It's going to seal it, and it's going to fill it as a semigroup. Do this, and we get this is two. We have this one, this one. But we also have a method to see if the same groups are the same by conformation. So they have an isomorphism, and we can mark to fill this, and the library takes it. So this is the result they get. For the type 1, you can relate them by many semigroups. For type 2, you can relate them by those two in particular. For the type 3, they were able to relate them with this semigroup. And for type 4, just with this. Here we can see that the same semigroup is algebra and restricted to that any have more than one reduced, more than one resonance deposition. The resonance deposition duration, you're going to get different. Another thing that has been done, and there is work to do here too, the preservation of some properties of the Lie algebra. The algebra also have some different classifications with it. We have a general Lie algebra, but they can be decomposed into simple algebra, that's a solvable algebra, a simple, and so on. If you perform an extension of a general Lie algebra, you get one Lie algebra. And if by a solvable, you get one method, you get one method. But in the other cases, you can get out of this one. Get a semi-simple and return to a semi-simple, or you can get out and get a general level. Also interesting to study. And in statistical, they study how many extensions that give back to the Lie. And for all the possible extensions with semigroups ordered 3, they found it. And the extended algebra, you have only one 12. And the gray ones preserve this simplicity. The resonance algebra, this one's only the 112, preserve simplicity, and so on. Algebra is 2, and with a reduced resonance algebra, you get 12. Or more semigroups or higher orders, with harder, we can use the graphic. But we have similar results in this case. For example, for the order 6, we have general expansion and 201 of them results in simplicity. Algebra have 145 out of the 1,000. But you have over 25,000 resonances, but only 23 of them. And when you do the intersection, only. And for final remarks, as mentioned in the article, the full classification of the algebra is not only for the semi-simple branch. Others are not known. There were many works using construction methods to see if they may help to find the classification of solvable Lie algebra. The answer was negative, and remains a big problem in mathematics. And it was mentioned that it would be interesting to know whether that expansion might help better to see that classification. Therefore, apart from new physical applications, the program proposed in this work could be used for solving mathematical problems. It was really interesting to extend this library to other kinds of resonances. So now we only use the one as we saw, but there are others. For example, this one. This kind of composition would be very useful to study the expansion of the superalgebra using the concept of gravity theory. Following. Apart from dimension application in gravitational theory and group theory, So you can analyze these two to look at the regulated. No, the manifold solution.
Just the particular reason why you implemented Java, and you already only talk about Java in the conference.
No, well, I was familiar with the language. I think it was very comfortable to do so much numerical power. A lot of symbolic.